back. Today I'm doing a bit of a video on some of my collection. I'm going through my carvings, a bit of a matrix, some Andamooka stuff in this one. Next one will be Cube PD and then Lightning Ridge. These are all pieces I've cut myself. Last video, as I said, was the Andamooka matrix, and some of the bits like this which haven't been treated yet. We're doing another video. So zoom in, there we go. So I'll be doing these in a future video with some treating, and then probably in another video I'll be setting them into rings. And I think I showed these ones, the carvings. There's also Andamooka from the carvings video. These ones were from the ones that I've been cutting so far online or on the YouTube. These are just some of the ones from the carving video as well that I've done in the past. Get a better view there. So the rest of these are, oh yeah, and that one. The rest of these will be just standard stones, cabs. Oh, this one's double-sided, I suppose. I'm not sure what you'd call that, just double-sided. A little bit of a wipe, get my fingerprints off it. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this is just a jelly piece, crystal, translucent, transparent, all the above. I try to use transparent, translucent where possible in amongst crystal or jelly. Opal is not a crystal, does not have a crystalline form, therefore it's not a crystal. It's sort of a misnomer when it's referred to as a crystal opal. It's for referring to the pattern and the body tone of the once thought crystal opal, I think. But for globalization for the terms, so we don't confuse the rest of the world, as Australia likes to use our own colloquially made up words like jelly and crystal, it's actually translucent, transparent. That aside, nice piece of jelly crystal. So yeah, I love it when I come across a piece that just you can sit there and play with and play with and play with, just looking at it. Anyway, not waste too much time, get some bits. So this will be a piece out of my mind this time. Got a couple of pieces here that have come out of my mind. We're slightly south of Andamooka, a little place, White Dam. It's not far out of town, still part of Andamooka. Some quite nice opal, just not much coming out at the moment. There's not too many people mining, so it's a bit hard to come across, especially the good pieces. Here's another piece out of my mine. I'll start with the ones out of my mine that I've got left out of my collection, that is. Some I've got set. I can show you a couple of those pieces in another video, which will be in my sort of my collection of these videos. So it's like a nice pendant stone. Some pretty bright colour, just not enough colour in that one. That's why I've got to keep it. There. And this other piece, this is out of my mine as well. So some nice bands. This is one of the first pieces we started coming across, which is one of the reasons I kept this one so far. It's got a couple of issues, like right there, catch my nail in it. Let's see about the light reflection there. But other than that, it's a very nice piece, vertical. Will form that way up, a crack, and yeah, the layers wouldn't have formed that way. They sort of, yeah, you can sort of see it was on an angle actually. That's the way we dug it out of the ground as well, so I know it was on an angle. And you can see the way the bands run through it, which sort of would have been the level it ran at, like that. So yeah, I could have cut a thin stone out of that bottom piece that would have looked like that, or a variation of a smaller version of that. But anyway, so that was a nice and bigger stone. And this piece is quite nice, pretty bright. Come on camera, do your thing. A quick wipe. Just got lots of colour throughout this one. It's a nice piece of translucent crystal. So keep it in focus. So yeah, see if its camera actually zooms in a little bit more. There we go. So this piece probably stay in my collection for quite a while, because I'm very partial to it. And I think this was at the same little area, another little banded piece. Give it a quick wipe, get fingerprints off it. It's like a little Easter egg. That's my son playing out the back there. If you can hear him in the background, he thinks it's funny. I don't know if he was aware that I'm filming right now. He's just having a play. So yeah, that's another piece. They're all out my mind, those pieces. And these are just some other pieces I've received in parcels and cut. So it's a really nice piece. It's got a great little body tone, like that little red dot that floats around in there as you play with it. He's having fun. Yes, lots of colour in that piece. And a couple more pieces. Might just pause it for a sec, sorry. So I did the entire video and forgot this one left out. So I'm just going to go back, stick this one in the gap where I paused it. So you'll be watching that in this gap now. But yes, I forgot to put this one in at the end. It's quite a large stone. Quite thick. Some nice colour. All different bars. Sort of a translucent one up this end. Milky, a bit greyish. Yeah, it's a nice colour. So there we have it. That was that one. Sorry about that. Back again. And yeah, kids playing chasey out the back. So I'm not too sure how to describe this one as more of a grey translucent. I just like the fact that it's got colour all through it. Very nice. Surprising little parcel I found on a piece that I didn't think was going to amount to much. So that was great. Always great. Some of this is out some parcels I bought from the miner, one of my neighbours. He's come up with some really fantastic little pieces. cleaned up quite well. Got a quick white. Beautiful colour. It's like it's set in jelly. I guess that's sort of a jellyish sort of opal, crystal opal up here, but it's like the crystal set in the jelly. Flash up there, there's that blue. Oh, I love it. I think I mentioned this in the other videos. It's not a often come across stone colour. That light blue. Anyway, I'm playing. And this one. Again, these aren't out my mind, these ones. These are out of some parcels I've bought. That was a little weak colour to start with, but sort of came up good, but very thin little layer that was sitting there. It's right on the top there. Came down a bit thicker that side, I suppose, but not much. So yeah, it came out quite nice. And this is one of my favourite pieces. This is as crystally as they sort of come. All the colour in that is just gorgeous. White. Very high dome on it. It's very predominant green from the top when you first start looking at it, and you sort of turn it to the side a bit, so you get the other colours come into play. It's got like two bars. One's that one underneath, with that sparkly pin fire, which sort of shows through a little bit on angles, adds to all the different colours dancing around inside, and then of course that little red glow at the bottom there, dancing around. Again, as I said, I could play with this for hours. Here's another little one, as little as it gets. Get the box open. It's still just as beautiful as the rest. It's a nice little dark body tone, sorry about that, in it at one end. Almost could have turned black out this way more if it had kept going. That dark body tone down this end, but it's just a dark body tone. It's definitely not black, don't get me wrong. A nice little crystally rolling flash, high dome, beautiful little piece. And one more piece before I end this one. This is a really nice piece. This is one of the pieces from my neighbour's claim. Again with some crystally jelly, translucent opal. It's an awesome palette of colour. That orange, I really like that orange and that. Just the blend of colours together as well. So yeah, that's my Andamooka selection for today. Anyway, I'll have more to show. So much to show, so I'm just going to try and do a few short little videos. This one's turning a bit longer from the pause, and I'm not watching the time. So I'll end this one here. Hope you join me again for the next one. We're doing the Cooper Pedy one and Lightning Ridge out of my collection, and then I'll be doing some more cutting videos. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. Much appreciated. Cheers.